In recent videos, I've been talking about strategy, and I define it as a course of action that leads us to success. So you have to define success, and you define success with metrics. And I wanted to talk about a special category of metric called a vanity metric. You may have heard of it. A vanity metric is just one that we can track, but doesn't really give us an indication about the health of our business. It's not that meaningful to us. And the danger is we can track these things, we can feel great, but not get the business outcomes we want. And historically, the classic examples have been like downloads. Back in the day, you built software, people could download it. I guess that's still the case, but if nobody's using it, who cares if they downloaded it? Another one is page views. So you put a site on the air, let's say it's an e-commerce site. We're getting 10,000 page views, 100,000 page views, a billion page views a day. It doesn't matter if you're not also selling something. So there are metrics that more closely reflect the outcomes we would like, but even some of those can be vanity metrics, and some of them are very well known, and we may not think of them as vanity metrics. I hear execs talk all the time about two really big ones that I consider vanity metrics. They can be vanity metrics. Let me put it that way. One of them is market share. We act like that's just a desirable thing. We want huge market share. Well, I give an example in one of the courses I teach. If we go back to like 2015, Apple had like 10% of the phone market, but something like 80% of the profit in the smartphone market. So their market share was small, but they were the ones making all the money. So in that case, having, small market share, who cares? What I would really prefer is to be making all the money. So we have to be careful with that. Another one is just revenue. So we think, well, revenue is a good thing. Well, it can be misleading. What we should probably be looking at is margin. How much money are we making? So if our revenue is growing at 100% quarter over quarter, but our expenses are growing at 200%, we are going to go out of business. So you have to look at these metrics. There's a lot of nuance. If I'm in a business, like let's say a social platform where network effects are important, market share really matters. But for a lot of businesses, it is a vanity metric. You can have huge market share and be losing a lot of money. You can also be making a lot of money, but very little profit. So we have to be really honest with ourselves and track things that actually matter, track things that are actually going to make us successful. So I hope this was helpful.